Before Tywin Lannister ever ruled the Westerlands with iron discipline, before Cersei, Jaime, and Tyrion were born, there was a mysterious woman from the Reach, a woman with 6 husbands, a reputation surrounded by rumors, and a disappearance that still puzzles historians of Westeros. Her name was Rohanne Webber, known to many as the Red Widow, and surprisingly, she is one of the direct ancestors of Tywin Lannister. Today, we're going to walk through her entire family tree, step by step, using the chart you're seeing on screen, and explain how a noblewoman from Coldmoat eventually became the great-grandmother of the most powerful Lannister in history. Let's start at the top of the family tree. At the very beginning of this line is Lord Rohanne Webber. He ruled Coldmoat, a castle in the Reach. House Webber was a relatively small but respected noble house, sworn to House Rowan, one of the stronger Reach families. After Rohanne came his son, Lord Tywin Webber. And this is where history connects to one of the most important wars in Westeros. Tywin fought on the Targaryen side during the Battle of the Redgrass Field in 196 AC. This battle ended the First Blackfyre Rebellion, where the rebel claimant Daemon Blackfyre tried to take the throne from the Targaryens. So, from the beginning, Rohanne's family was loyal to the Iron Throne, and Tywin Webber had a daughter. That daughter was Rohanne. Now, look at the center of the chart. There she is. Rohanne Webber, Lady of Coldmoat. She was known as the Red Widow, partly because of her strawberry blonde hair, and partly because she was widowed multiple times while still young. She was small, about 4 feet 11 inches tall, slim, gray-green eyes. But don't let the size fool you. Rohanne had a fierce reputation in the Reach. She was also known to be a skilled archer. And during the time of Duncan the Tall and Aegon V Targaryen, she became a central figure in the story known as the Sworn Sword. But what truly made her famous were her marriages. Let's move down the chart to the row labeled 6 marriages. Rohanne married 6 different times, and each marriage tells us something about her life. Her first husband was an unnamed young squire. This marriage happened when Rohanne was extremely young. He died during the Battle of the Redgrass Field in 196 AC. Rohanne became a widow at only 10 years old. Her second husband was a man 54 years old, much older than Rohanne. He died from a simple illness, a chill. They had a son, but the child died 3 days after birth. Her third husband was Sir Simon Staunton, and his death was almost absurd. He reportedly choked on a chicken bone. Yes, that's actually recorded in the history. Next came Sir Rolland Uffering, but this marriage happened during a terrible time in Westeros, the Great Spring Sickness, a deadly plague. Rolland died from the disease. Rohanne also had a daughter around this time, but the girl died before reaching 1 year old. Now we reach the marriage that appears in A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. Rohanne's 5th husband was Sir Eustace Osgrey, a once proud knight who had supported the Blackfyre rebels. By the time Dunk and Egg meet him, he has already lost most of his lands. Rohanne and Eustace married around 211 AC, but the marriage did not last long. Eustace died sometime between 211 and 219 AC. Now we reach the most important marriage in this family tree, Rohanne's 6th husband, Lord Gerold Lannister, Lord of Casterly Rock. Yes, a Lannister. This marriage connected House Webber to one of the most powerful houses in Westeros, and this is where the family tree becomes very interesting. When Rohanne married Gerold Lannister, she became Lady of Casterly Rock, and together they had 4 sons. Let's look at them. The first son was Tywin Lannister. He was the eldest twin, but his life was relatively short. His twin brother was Tywin Lannister, another member of the next Lannister generation, but again, not the one who would shape history. Now we arrive at the key figure, Tywin Lannister. He becomes Lord of Casterly Rock later, and more importantly, he becomes the father of Tywin Lannister. The fourth son was Jaime Lannister. He was born shortly before something mysterious happened, because shortly after Jason's birth, Rohanne disappeared. In 230 AC, Rohanne Webber suddenly vanished. No confirmed record of her death. She simply disappeared. Less than a year after giving birth to Jason. Some believe she died, others believe she was murdered, and some theories suggest she may have left willingly. Her fate remains one of the quiet mysteries of Westerosi history. Now let's move further down the family tree. Through her son, Tywin Lannister, Rohanne became the grandmother of several important figures, including Tywin Lannister, Kevan Lannister, Lady Jenna Lannister, 𝗖cie𝗽𝗆𝗆𝗵𝗁 Lannister, Gerion Lannister. Tywin eventually became the most powerful Lannister in generations, the man who restored the strength of House Lannister. But even Tywin's story doesn't end there, because Tywin had children too. Look at the bottom of the chart. Through Tywin, Rohanne Webber became the great-grandmother of three of the most famous characters in Westeros: Cersei Lannister, Jaime Lannister, and Tyrion Lannister, which means the bloodline of a small Reach house ended up shaping the fate of the Iron Throne itself. Rohanne's story may seem like a side tale, but it connects several major pieces of Westerosi history: the Blackfire rebellions, the rise of the Lannisters, and the world of Dunk and Egg. She lived in a time when political marriages could decide the future of great houses, and through one final marriage, she unknowingly became the ancestor of the most powerful Lannister generation. A small woman from Coldmoat, 6 husbands, a mysterious disappearance, and a bloodline that eventually led to Tywin Lannister and the rulers of the Westerlands. History in Westeros is full of stories like this. Hidden connections, forgotten marriages, and family trees that shape the future of kingdoms. And if you enjoy exploring these hidden histories of Westeros, subscribe to Fantasy Origin. Because sometimes the most important characters in history are the ones people barely remember.